Good morning, good morning. Let's give it up for our choir, yes. Well, welcome to the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, where we are transforming lives, building dreams, and revealing love, where all we ask is that you stay completely open to changing your life by changing your mind. Welcome home. Glad you're here today. We're having a tea party, so we are dressed accordingly. It will be a tea day in Fellowship Hall afterwards. And you can pretend it's coffee if you're a coffee drinker, but there's lemonade and tea, so it's going to be fabulous. Everyone's invited, and let's stand up and do our community sing-along.
Good morning, beautiful souls.
Good morning.
Welcome. All right, so here at the High Desert Center of Spiritual Living, we are an all-inclusive center of love. We recognize and celebrate each person as uniquely divine. We view each individual as an expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the science of mind principles and support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, and diversity. Thank you for choosing to be here today, and welcome home. And thank you to everyone who's joining us online as well. Say hello in the chat box. Let us know where you're watching from and how you're doing today. We'd love to connect with you. If you're joining us for the first time today, I'd like to give you a very special welcome. And if you haven't already received the welcome packet, we have one at the welcome desk. Excuse me. Right outside the sanctuary doors to the right. And all the ways you can connect with our center can be found on our program, which I don't have one this morning, but they're on the back table as you leave the sanctuary. It has affirmations on the back and the calendar of the events that are happening this month. We also have a texting service that you can join. We send out announcements, inspirational messages, and affirmations throughout the week. This is also another way that you can reach This is also another way you can reach the office if you have any questions or prayer requests and would like to text us. There's no cost and no sign up. So just encourage you to join. The number is on the monitor and on the back side of your program, which is right here. Your program. And now it's time for announcements. Current events happening at the center can always be found at the concierge table, online through our social media platforms, and our Google Calendar, which is found at on the website. These are all updated regularly, so please check back often, as we are always adding more new and exciting opportunities to gather here. We also have a printed calendar of events with affirmations. Oh, I already said that. Okay. Today, first slide please. Today is our special dress-up theme day. Yay, I love everyone who's dressed up. Thank you for participating. Right after service, join us in the social hall for a lovely tea party. All are welcome to join. We are serving finger sandwiches, tasty treats, and love offering donations are welcome and much appreciated. And thank you to those who contributed something to our tea party today as well. Practitioner Patty Donnelly from Redondo Beach CSL is here today. Our community loved having her as a special vendor at the last Healthy Spirit Fair in April. Today she's offering tea leaf readings for $20 per person. And thanks to everyone who's already signed up. And yes, there is room for few more. Thank you. You know, I had my tea leaves read in April from Patty, and it was my first testiography experience, and it was great, so I highly recommend it. Also happening today after service is our art auction fundraiser with some very lovely Native American pieces provided by Tina Arredondo. You can find the bid sheets and the concierge table, and please see Tina if you have any questions. This auction will end today at 2 p.m. So make sure you check out the art in the garden room after service and get that bid in. Thank you, Tina, Lori, Judy, and Valerie for all your assistance in this project. This is the last week to sign up for our CSL certificated class with Reverend Valerie, the Essential Earnest Homes. It's an 8-week accredited class happening Thursday evenings from 5 to 7 p.m. And you can also sign up for that at the concierge table. All are welcome to join us, excuse me, on the first and third Saturdays of each month for our garden party cleanup work day. It's from 8 to 9:30 a.m. We appreciate all volunteers who maintain this beautiful building and grounds. Thank you very much. Please see Frank or Clay if you have any questions. The crew will be doing some weeding, so bring you some tools and gloves. All are welcome to join again. It's Saturday morning on July 20th at 8 a.m. And here's some exciting news. We're going back to karaoke night. We have our very own karaoke machine, and this will be our first gathering since we purchased it. It's this Saturday, July 20th, from 6 to 9:30 p.m. You can grab a flyer, bring a friend, see Tina or myself. If you have any questions, all are welcome. You can bring a snack, bring some food, bring some games, bring some friends. It's a fun time. And then next Saturday, July 21st, we have our annual budget meeting, and we ask that all members please attend. This meeting will take place right after service. And Tuesday, July 23rd, join us at 6:45 for a breathwork, movement, and meditation session with Robert and Cinnamon from the House of Frog. This is no registration required. Just show up, and a love offering of $10 is there. As always, all are welcome. Bring a friend. Connect with Brandy at the office and reach out to Robert. Robert, do you want to raise your hand? There he is. If you have any questions. Saturday, July 27th at 11:30, the Sister Circle Group is thrilled to share a special ladies-only 2-hour workshop. I'm looking forward to this. On growing gracefully. There is a $10 participation fee for attendees that includes a single-use facial serum to use during our guided self-care facial, light refreshments, materials, guided meditation, handouts, and more. Please see Brandy if you have any questions. More info and flyers are at the concierge table, along with the sign-up sheet too. Again, the date is Saturday, July 27th at 11:30. And then Sunday, July 28th, Eddie and Amethyst from the High Desert Healing 760 are back for a special fundraiser, which will take you on a journey into sound and vibration with their 1-hour sonic sound experience. I love this sound bath. This is one of my favorites. The participation fee is $25. All are welcome. It'll be held right here in the sanctuary. We will have chairs available, but if you bring a mat, a blanket, a pillow, you can lay out on the floor. I highly recommend it. The doors open at 11:45, and the sound bath starts promptly at noon. And as a reminder, our youth program happens every Sunday for ages 3 and up. So please sign up by 9:50. The kids have a great time doing crafts, singing songs, and spending time with our amazing, fabulous youth directors. And one last item, the Higher Vision Bookstore and More has extended the Super Summer Sale through today. There's 40 to 50% off on selected items. Take a look. I think you're going to find something you like. We always have a lot of exciting things happening here at the center, so check in often and stay connected. And now, I'm proud to introduce Practitioner Lori Smith.
Good morning. We'll start with our affirmation today. And it was National Teddy Bear Week this last week. So I'll say it one time and you can join me 2 times. I embrace my inner peace. I embrace my inner peace. I embrace my inner peace. And so it is. Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises on your program and on the monitors. I keep the promise that I made myself to affirm in this moment I am abundant, healthy, wealthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. And now to assure your soul in the silence.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's relief. and joy. In the silence there's release. As my heart opens up to the voice, I awake. Use these precious moments, and I hear things that could never be said. Right here in this holy silence, I find God. I find God. I find myself.
Now is the time of the lighting of the flames of faith, and Clay will be joining me. We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Clay lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And at this time, I invite you to close your eyes as we move within. In this knowing, in this remembering, I rest. I hold in my heart this knowing and this being of Spirit deep within us, within each one of us. And we are so connected with every thought, with every word. Spirit listens. Spirit knows. And we know. For all answers are within us. And I speak this word in the first person so you may embody these words. I am whole. I am well. I am deeply loved. I am filled with joy, with love overflowing from my very being. Harmony and balance are my truth. So I give thanks. I am grateful for the awesome wonders of life. This eternal, ever-flowing, perfect, imperfectly perfect in every way. Giving thanks for our volunteers, our board, our office staff, the kitchen crew, the bookstore, Nick in the sound room, Chris and his music ministry, your practitioners that are here to serve, and Reverend Valerie and her message today. May it lift you, bring you love and joy. So I release this word knowing it is heard, it is done, and I know this to be so. And so it is. And now, Reverend Valerie.
Thank you, Lord. I'm like, is it time yet? Good morning, good morning. I had hat head, so I have to take that off. Well, we are declaring it is the best day ever, and there is a lot of things going on in the universe. And so I just want to start with a treatment today, just to put our minds at ease that we are creating a life that we absolutely love, a world that works for everyone. So let's go inside our heart of hearts, just breathing in the fullness of life. As we just let go of any thoughts that do not serve us. Knowing that inside each and every one of us is a pure and perfect space. It is that God space, that spirit space, that energy space that has never been harmed, that is pure and perfect love. Knowing that as we are connected to the universe, that we send that ripple of love out into the world. Knowing that who we are is peaceful, loving, abundant, creative intelligence. That we just step into that, knowing that so within, so without. Knowing that there is healing, there is love, there is peace in all that is. Knowing that as we claim it within ourselves, it ripples to the universe. And in great, great gratitude for this knowing, I just release my word knowing all is well. And so it is. All right. So, great day today. We are going to talk about lean into who we are. You know, at the beginning of service, I always welcome people with these words from Dr. David Bruner, who was one of my favorite teachers up in San Jose. We transform lives, build dreams, reveal wholeness. And I always have to make sure that I'm really enunciating that transforming lives, because it could sound like transforming lies. Well, maybe we are transforming lies, right? Because sometimes we lie to ourselves about who we are. And I remember working with David Bruner, who was brilliant and so great. And just kept thinking, why can't I be more like him? Well, I can't. He's him and I'm me. And so embracing who we are, just as we are and just as we aren't, is our gift to the world. It's our gift to the universe. And the fact that you showed up today is that knowing that as we all come together, we are remembering who we are, that we come here to recognize it in each other and the divinity. So I want to talk about when we were little, you know, if the teacher said, who can sing? Everyone would raise their hand. Who knows how to dance? Everyone. Who knows how to play? Yeah, and then we start stifling some of that. So tuning into the divinity. So I want to tell a little bit about my granddaughters because it's such a beautiful lesson for me watching them. And Nova is 5 and Sierra is 7. So about a week and a half ago, I told the girls we're going to go and get a pedicure. What's that? It's like, well, they clean your feet and then they do the nail polish on your toenails. And, oh, great, can we get our fingernails done too? And I said, we'll probably just do the toenails because the day we're going is very busy. So we get there, it's very busy. And I said, we're just going to get our toes done. We'll polish our fingers at home. And so, see, Nova got hers done. Bridget got hers done. I'm getting mine done. Sierra's right by me. And I see Sierra, as she's getting her feet polished, lean down to the lady who's doing her feet. And I looked at the person who's doing her feet. There's little Sierra there. And I said, what did she say? And she said, she told me she'd like a manicure too. I'm like, I was so proud of her. And then Nova, of course, said, I want one too. Sometimes we hold ourselves back because we think somebody's too busy, or I don't want to bother them, or there's not enough time. But the innocence of children, they just ask for what they want. I want this. I want my nails done too. And I find it funny that I asked the lady instead of asking Sierra for what she wanted, because I was just curious what the lady had heard, because I didn't really hear her as she leaned down and said, I want my nails done too. I just love that. So taking time to tune into who we are and what is it that I want? What is it I would love? Marilyn Monroe says this, and it's a quote I have up here, imperfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. Yes, so let's be ridiculous. Let's have a good time in life. Let's ask for what we want, not holding ourselves back, tuning into that divinity of who we are, and not getting caught up into everyone else out there has something good and something right, and not pouting or being sad about it's not this way and ain't it awful and why don't you do this for me? But we take responsibility and we ask for what we want. We are not victims of circumstance. We get to create a life that we love. You state it, you create it. You get clear about it, and then we move forward and step into the picture. So making sure that we are loving ourselves to the next level and being okay with the imperfection. You know, I used to not ask questions because I wanted to pretend like I know and everything's okay. And then when I finally thought, you know what, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. All that matters is that I get my questions answered and that I'm clear about what's happening and what's going on. So getting into that brilliance. I was going to give you some music, Chris, because I was talking to somebody and we were talking about the old Hee Haw show. Remember that? And the guys would sing that song, Misery Is Me. You know, it's like everything's happening. Oh, you don't know that song? You do know that song. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not going to sing it, but because I can't remember all the words, but it's kind of like being an Eeyore. It's like, oh, misery is following me. If I don't have bad luck, I don't have no luck at all. It's like that is not who we are. And it's not about luck, it's about being that vibration of love, peace, harmony, goodness. Because if I can see it inside myself and know that I am worthy of everything that I'm wanting, then I become that vibration, that goodness for me and for the world. And the more we can have that peace, that love, that harmony inside of us, the more it resonates out there into the world. Some of us were here for movie night on Friday night with creative visualization. Yes, Shaka Gawain, such a great thing. She always talks about the pink bubble meditation where you really just visualize what you want and put it in a pink bubble and let it float out into the universe. Because pink is the color of the heart, so making sure that we are sending it with love out into the universe, which is our 5th step of treatment, reminding ourselves that God, spirit, energy, whatever you want to call it, that thing back of everything is all there is. And it flows through me. It's got to flow through me because it's all there is. And then knowing and realizing that all things are possible as long as I can get it in my little brain and let it go in there. And I'm just saying little brain because that was our last movie that we did with Defending Your Life. With our brilliant minds, knowing all is possible, and then we give thanks and we release it into the universal action of the law. It's like the boomerang. If I don't let it go, then it can't come back. It's kind of like staying in the Amazon shopping cart and not pushing go. It's like I haven't pushed go, or I keep, oh, I'm going to cancel that order and put something else in. Oh, I'm going to cancel that order and put something else in. I've done that a few times, and then they didn't cancel my order, and it came anyway. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess I really did want it. So I appreciate that. So really tuning into ourselves. Now, we watched Creative Visualization, and Shaka Galwain does this wonderful affirmation. I love my power. I support my power. It's the power of the universe. And I attract other loving, powerful people that love and support my power. So making sure that we are loving our power. It's the power of the universe, and it's not like, I'm Superwoman, although Nick's got the Superman shirt on today, and it made me think of that. It's like, okay, Wonder Woman, Superman, we're all powerful just as we are, regardless of what we're expressing in life. We are still powerful beyond measure. The only species that can store memory, the only species that can think critically. So making sure that we are thinking critically about what we want for ourselves and for our life. I have another quote, and I have notes. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. No, that's not that was the next one. There's another one from Anapada, which is the favorite. I bought the book just because I love the title so much, Unapologetically Me. Stop trying to fix yourself. You're not broken. You are perfectly imperfect and powerful beyond measure. It's like, that's all we need to know. We don't have to fix ourselves. We are perfect just as we are. So just showing up and it's like, I'm perfect. Some people, any perfectionists in here? Okay, some, or maybe recovering perfectionists. I find that I'm really, it's like, yeah, it's good enough. And I pretty much got through school with just a C average and didn't crack a book the whole time, just knowing I've got this. I'm the intelligence of the universe flowing through me, and it's all good, and it's all God, and I'm learning what I need to learn. And I don't recommend that for everyone, but it worked for me, so all good. School was a social event for me. It was all about meeting people, having friends, and doing fun things. I learned a few things, so. But just being okay with who you are, not having to have everything so perfect. I do have one of my 4 children is a perfectionist, and so I've had to just kind of sit back and just watch that and keep reminding them that it's perfect just as it is and just as it isn't. Because I find when you're a perfectionist, some things take a lot longer. Me, it's a doofer. It'll do for now. It's good enough. It's good enough. Because life is temporary. So we get to show up, do the best we can, and move forward, and not be so hard on ourselves. Oh, I need to fix this, I need to fix that, I need to be like this, I need to be like that. Or sitting in the silence, as that beautiful song so said. Remember who I am, sitting in the silence. And great words of wisdom bubble up when we take time to sit in the silence. This last week has been busy, 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 and I'm like, I'm missing my silence. So making sure that we're taking time for our silence. I meditate every morning, except the other day I didn't, and I noticed how things did not go quite right. Because when I have time to take the time to sit in the silence and just know that everything is unfolding with divine perfection, and that I'm clear about my intentions for the day, I'm the space of joy, I'm the space of patience. Because it's easy to get impatient with others and with ourselves and with life if we haven't taken time to breathe, calm ourselves down, know that all is well and beautiful in the world, and love ourselves, continuing to the next level. Now we'll go on to the other one. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Because sometimes things are just good enough. And we keep fussing with things if we get into that perfection. It's not quite right, not quite right, not quite right. And it's like, yeah, it's good enough, it'll work. And if you have a challenge letting that go, give yourself a break. Take some time to dance, to sing, to just love and say, you know what, it's good enough. I'm good enough just as I am. And being in that space of awe. I know in class we talked about it. Being in the space of awe, the fact that we're here, that we made it into this earth suit. In the Hindu religion, they talk about it takes more for a hummingbird to take drops of water from an ocean and dissolve a mountain than it does for us to come into life form. It takes a lot for us to come into this life form. So celebrating it and being in awe and being in love with the creative expression that we are. Saying, yes, best day ever, all is well, things are good. And if things aren't good and we're holding on to any unforgiveness about ourselves or about others, I like to write and rip. I call it purging on paper, because the more I can write it down, rip it up, let it go. Layers. Write it down again, rip it up, let it go. I worked with a friend years ago, and he said, I want to teach you the Sedona method for letting go. I'm like, oh, I've got a pad and pen, and I am ready to go, and I'm ready to take a bunch of notes. And he's like, okay, see that hat? We'll say, because he had an object there. He's like, see that hat? That's your unforgiveness. Pick it up. Now put it down. Okay, you're done. You learned it. There it is. I said, that's it. And he's like, well, pick it up again. Why'd you pick it up? You just put it down. Let it go. Because sometimes we have to keep reminding ourselves to let it go because we keep picking it back up. Well, I still got some anger there, so I got a little bit. Why not write, rip, let it go, get it out of you? Because it's toxic energy that we store in our body, and forgiving other people and forgiving ourselves is really going forth and giving up, holding on to the idea that the past is going to change. The past is the past, it's in the past, so we let it go. And the minute we pick it up, we remind ourselves, that's in the past, I can put that down. I don't have to pick it up again. Let me put something else in my mind. It's kind of like going and cleaning out your closet, letting it go, and then going to the secondhand store and finding it again, right? And I'm going to say I've done that a time or two. It's like, I think, that was mine. I think I want it again, right? It's like, that's so funny. So letting it go and not picking it back up, but forgiving ourselves and moving forth and knowing that that's in the past. I don't have to pick it up again. What I can do is reframe that story. Because if my frame is a little off kilter about myself and about my life, maybe I want to reframe it and say, you know what, that was in the past. And I learned so much from that lesson, I don't want to repeat it. So let me move forward, love myself to the next level, reframe it in a space that I like, so that life looks different. Create a new story. Once upon a time, there was a brilliant person that was born. Any one of us can write this. That expressed themselves in love and peace and joy and excitement and fun and playfulness. And if you start to write that story and you find yourself having writer's block, it's like, what is blocking my flow? Why am I not allowing myself to have it in mind? Because if it happens in mind, it's got to happen out here. Everything happens in mind first. Talked of the blueprint of the mind. Before this podium was built, it was a blueprint that somebody did and then created it. Now, my granddaughters are great with Play-Doh, and they can just create something just automatically without a blueprint. But there's something in mind. So it's like, what kind of life do I want? What kind of joy? What kind of laughter or joy I want today? And I don't need to make anyone else wrong, because we're all right in our own reality. So let me tell a story that works well for me, about myself, about my life, about what I do, and not get caught up into judging anything of the past. And let me not be a victim of circumstances. Oh, because you did this to me, I don't have a good life. Or because you did this, I don't have money. Or because you did this, I don't have a job. Whatever it is that maybe we're trying to blame someone else, put that story down. Because here's what we teach here, is that we create our own reality. So what reality are you creating for yourself? We do not have to blame anyone else. We get to be responsible, because we are able to create a life that we love. And taking time to really get clarity. What would I love? what would bring me full, beautiful enjoyment. And then we get on that track, and then maybe, oh, anybody else have that? Sometimes it's like a little ADD. It's like, oh, sparkly, oh, pretty flowers. And we start moving in another direction. And then we get mad at ourselves because I didn't just stay on that track. Well, you know what? Life is a journey, and so we get to enjoy the journey. I always laugh when I say that because my niece's name is Journey. So I'm like, I'm going to enjoy the journey. And she's like, yeah, enjoy me. Let's have fun. Enjoy that journey, because we are all on this journey of life. So what does a full, rich, beautiful, abundant, creative, fun, playful life look like? And if we've gotten in that space, it's like, I don't know, nothing really. Yeah, I'm just kind of doing it. Just kind of getting by, letting the waves of life throw me wherever they go. Instead of being on that little ship and charting our course and saying, here's where I'm going. Now, I might take a sidetrack and go on a little different course. However, let me be intentional with the direction I'm going. Doesn't mean that things don't change. And when things change, because we all love change so much, don't we? Yeah. I think I've shared before my acronym for change is Center Heart around new growth experiences. Yay, a new software at work that we all get to learn. I've been holding on to my phone and not updating for the next update because it's like, they always change something. But embracing that change, and it's like, all right, let me center my heart around new growth experiences. And it might take a moment to have a little attitude adjustment when something changes, when it's not going the way we thought it was going to go. In those moments, if we can just take a moment to say, okay, let me wrap my mind around the fact that we're not going to do this, that this is the direction we're going. How can I love this moment and be joyful in this moment? Pain is in direct proportion to our expectations. If I have an expectation of this and it's not going that way, then I get to have an attitude adjustment day. Woohoo! We love those. And so sitting with it and saying, okay, let me wrap my mind around it, and knowing that Spirit is conspiring. This is Ernest Holmes' words. The universe is always conspiring for our highest and best, always. Always. And if this isn't working out and that's not the direction we're going because something came and detoured us, then let me know that this detour is the best detour ever, that something wonderful is unfolding. I have another quote. If you have forgiven yourself for being imperfect and falling, you can now do it for just about everybody else. If you have not done it for yourself, I'm afraid you will likely pass on your sadness, absurdity, judgment, and futility to others. I don't want to pass that on. You know, it's Winnie the Pooh with the character, with the donkey, Eeyore. Sometimes we have Eeyores in our life. We just don't want to be that one. So we don't want to hold on to the old sadness, the old anger, the frustration, and just, oh, everything's sad. Sorry, life is so bad. Get a new story. Let's move on to the next quote. Because Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, who wrote a book on death and dying, which is brilliant, said people are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there is a light from within. Work on that light within, and remember that inside of you is that still, pure, perfect space that has never been harmed, that has never been hurt, that is pure and perfect love and spirit. It's in there. So finding that space and really loving and embellishing on that space instead of all this other stuff that's going on in the world and just thinking, oh, ain't it awful, and we just drag that story with us and we want to show everyone else, then we just get more, because like attracts like. And so if I want fun, exciting, loving, positive people in my life, I have to become that. I know Shaka Gawain in Creative Visualization, she talks about be what you want, and if you want a loving relationship, become that, and treat yourself the way you would want somebody else to treat you. Bring yourself flowers. Say nice things to yourself when you look in the mirror. When you make a mistake, let it go, because you would do that to other people that you love. So love yourself with ease, with grace, with joy. And I have a quote. I embrace the beauty of who I am. Just making sure that we're embracing the beauty of who we are. Everyone's beauty is different. It might look like this, it might look like that. It doesn't matter. It's beauty. It's creative. It's loving. It's unique. And we're all unique, individualized expressions of spirit. So today I want you to get out there, be a beautiful expression of life, and when you look in the mirror, say, "It's me!" Woo! Get excited. And so ends the lesson. Yeah, give it up. All right. Sorry, I'm excited for the tea parties, though. Is the choir's coming up for this song? Yes. Great. Thank you. We're going to have some more music so we can embrace the beauty of who we are, the beauty of who the choir is. I did show a few people. I did that in my class. The video of my friend who was the only one mic'd as they were singing a song, and she sounded terrible. And so somebody was videotaping it, and they took that and they added in American Idol faces from Simon Cowell and Paula Abdul, just looking at their, like, this is the worst song ever. So we get to listen to the choir and knowing that we get to hear them.
This is called Something Wonderful.
So much work to make sure everything's organized and coordinated. So let's give it up. Thank you. Beautiful music. All right, it is that time for giving, knowing that as we give, we absolutely do receive. That as we give to support this place where we get to come and recognize the divinity of each other and remember who we are. So let's say our giving affirmation together. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. Definitely grateful that we are divinely blessed, that life is good and life is very good, that we are just open to the goodness as we just follow that inner knower that always knows and is guiding and directing. And so it is. All right, so we are, I want to explain a little bit about the tea party because it's a tea day. So there are cups at the table, beautiful teacups. Thank you, Eleanor, and other people that brought some teacups. So there's cups at the tables. There are goodies. So grab goodies, go to a table, and we'll have beautiful, amazing people around that will magically bring you some water to pick any tea bag that you want. So we'll be doing that right after service. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for all of those that helped with the tea party. Everyone's invited. I know that Patty Donnelly is already here. And so if you've signed up to get your tea leaf reading, just go ahead and grab a space. Do make sure that you take time in the garden room to go through all of the art. Tina's got some beautiful, amazing pieces out there. There's minimum bids on there, so let's make sure it's a beautiful, amazing day. So let's bring our youth forward as we all stand up. Yay. Stand up and circle up. We do a big circle and sing our closing song.
Oh,
upon your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Lori, is that your water? Yeah. Okay.
Anybody switch off that monitor?
The back.
It's kind of where the plug goes in to give it power, just above.
You see the blue line? It's right behind it. It's on the left side.
I got it.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Trial and error.
It didn't go off right away. The light.
Oh, it went.
Yeah, no, I think
The switch went off.